The crop tool has been enhanced in Photoshop CS5. What I'd like to do is show you those enhancements. I'm working with a document called croptool.psd, which can be found in your resources folder. What I'd like you to do is come over and highlight the crop tool. With the crop tool selected, just go ahead and click and drag out a bounding box around this image. Once you let go of the mouse, you'll notice you see the crop bounding box like you always would, but now there's a new overlay. What we're looking at here is the rule of thirds, and this can be very helpful, especially for photographers who are concerned about composition as they're creating their crops. So what I want to do is crop this photograph, but I want the horizon line to be in the lower third of the image. So all I'm going to do is click and drag the vertical handle on the bottom edge of the crop bounding box. I'm just going to drag up until the horizon line meets this lower third section of the bounding box. I also want to tighten it up a little bit, so I'm going to drag the left in a tad and also the right. Once you're happy with the image and you're happy with the composition, go ahead and press Enter or Return on your keyboard to apply that crop. So that's a new feature inside of Photoshop CS5. And if you don't like it, you don't have to use it. If I go ahead and drag out another bounding box, notice in the options bar there's a menu where you can switch it from rule of thirds to either a grid, or you can simply set it to none, which would remove it. Like I said, in this case, I'm happy with the crop, so I don't want to reapply it. I'm going to go ahead and press the Escape key on the keyboard. One other thing I want to show you is a new tool that allows you to straighten an image. Underneath the eyedropper tool is the ruler tool. With the ruler tool selected, what you can do is click and drag out a line on the horizon to the point in which you want this photograph to be straightened to. So I'm going to go ahead and click and drag this out. I mean, the horizon's pretty straight, so I'm going to bring it up a little bit. In fact, I'll probably make it a little less straight. But I just want to show you how this tool works. So once we drag out this line, in the options bar, notice there's a straighten button. Go ahead and select that. When you do, the image will shift a little bit. And now we can see that it really is not as straight as it used to be. If we go ahead and undo that, if you undo it, it's bringing you back a step, and you can kind of see how the image was rotated. After the rotation takes place, Photoshop automatically crops it so you get a nice clean image. I'll go ahead and redo that crop. So those are two new enhancements to cropping images inside of Photoshop CS5.